Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis Hutchinson, and I'm the host of the FYE Talks podcast. Thank you so much for tuning into another awesome episode. Make sure you come back every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. for great episodes just like this. And today we're going to be discussing succeeding in an online class. And so we've kind of been focusing on this vein of academic success and making sure that your semester is as stress free as possible. And today I feel like online classes need to shine because everybody has been taking them lately with COVID. We had to transition to a completely online format, and I feel like a lot of students really got blindsided by the differences an online class has compared to a traditional class. So when you decide to take an online class, it's definitely a big decision. You're just taking away meeting 2 days a week minimum to go to an online format where you are in the seat and you kind of drive the bus as to how your semester goes. And so online classes do have structure. I feel like it's a misconception to think that you completely work at your own pace, you set your own deadlines and everything. Those are still set. You have an instructor who says, hey, I want these assignments in by midnight on Sunday or whenever they decide to make their homework due. So it's important to realize that there are a lot of differences that you may not know going into it. So to begin, I always recommend checking out Blackboard. Make sure you feel very, very comfortable and confident with that software. Blackboard can be a little bit complicated if you've never worked with it before or if you've worked with it very little. Some instructors utilize Blackboard a lot. They do all of their assignments, exams, different things on that platform. And some instructors choose to do very little with it. So it just depends on your instructor and how they decide to utilize that. But in a completely online class, obviously, it's going to be used extensively. It's going to be the hub that you go to multiple times a week to do your homework and your assignments, to do readings, to get information, to just speak with other students and probably your instructor as well. So you really need to feel confident on this platform in order to feel stress-free during the semester. If you're unsure how to even turn in assignments, that's going to make it a lot more, you know, upsetting when you can't figure out how to turn something in that you were already nervous about to begin with. So definitely make sure that you know how to turn in assignments, how the class is laid out. Make sure you click through all the different tabs and ask any questions that you have in the beginning of the semester so you don't feel overwhelmed later in the semester when it gets a little bit faster or when you start having exams and different things like that. Blackboard does have two forms. There's the original Blackboard and then Ultra. Some instructors have not transitioned over to Ultra. So if you see that it's a different format, don't think that there's an issue. That is just how Blackboard is updating. But make sure you reach out to your instructor with questions if you're unsure of how the course is laid out, how to access your ebook, different things like that. You can also reach out to a success coach with these same questions. We offer workshops and different trainings and things like that periodically throughout the semester to go over Blackboard. Make sure that you're very confident with it. Make sure that you know how to access exams and different tutoring formats and things like that. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to myself at ahutchinson0029 at kctcs.edu or Pamela Best, that's pbest0002 at kctcs.edu, and we'd be happy to walk you through that. The next kind of tip that I would give is to set a dedicated schedule. So again, I think it's a common misconception people have that every instructor is going to choose to make your assignments due at the end of the semester and you kind of can work at your own pace and set your own schedule. Many instructors choose to make assignments due throughout, the week or throughout the semester at specific times for specific projects. And so being able to write all that down, know when things are due, know how you need to structure your time is critical. You have to have good time management and good prioritizing skills in order to be successful in an online class. So if you know you have a big term paper due at the end of the semester, as well as quizzes periodically and different assignments, you need to know how you're going to dedicate time during your week to make sure that you're working on those things and you're not scrambling last minute to get them turned in and you don't feel confident with the work. So make sure that you tune into the time management episode that we've already done to learn a little bit more about that. And also, I recommend using some productivity software to ensure that you can see clearly when things are due, what you need to be doing, how you need to structure your time. Google has a good calendar feature, and so does Outlook through your student email as far as scheduling your assignments and things like that. It's a really great color-coded visual schedule builder software. So I would recommend looking into those two platforms, but there are tons of apps on the App Store and different things that you can use to help set up a to-do list for the week or to visually build your schedule in blocks. and different things like that. But you definitely need to spend some time looking over the syllabus, looking over any sort of course calendar that you get, and plugging in those assignments so you know when things are due and you can plan accordingly. Another thing to realize in an online class is there is a ton of support for online courses. I feel like a lot of students think there's no tutoring or things like that when you're working from home, but the FYE Club and the FYE program and things like that has made it so that there are many avenues to receive support online. There are also different platforms that you can get on Blackboard, like MindTap and BrainFuse. There are other tutoring centers on campus, like the Smile Lab and other places. So definitely make sure that you're tuning into all these different ways that you can receive help during the semester. If you have an assignment you're unsure about, or you need somebody to read over a paper, or all of these different things, there are lots of ways that you can check in and ask somebody for help or receive tutoring virtually, different things like that. Then you still wouldn't have to come to campus. So the Win Center is a huge one. You can reach out to Miss Amber Hubry at amber.hubry@kctcs.edu. That's AMBER.Hubry, WHOBREY, at kctcs.edu. And she can get you plugged in with one of her amazing tutors so that you feel confident that you can get the assignment done. Another thing to do is to definitely reach out so you don't feel so isolated. Online classes are great because they do allow you to work and take care of your children and things like that. But sometimes it can feel really overwhelming to just be doing all of the work by yourself. So definitely reach out and make sure you're still connecting with people on campus through your academic advisor or other students in your class or the FYE club or other clubs on campus, because there are still people out there who would love to connect with you and make you feel part of the ECTC experience, even though you are online completely and you're probably working from home or somewhere similar. So definitely plug into those resources and make sure that your college experience is still enjoyable, even though you're doing it from home. There are many clubs. A lot of them have transitioned to an online format with COVID. So people are still meeting. There's still a lot of fun events that you can take part in. And it definitely takes a lot of the isolation and overwhelmingness out of the online experience when you're able to participate in these different groups and events. So definitely make sure you feel confident with Blackboard. Make sure you understand, how to turn in assignments, how to save things to your computer, how to utilize different productivity softwares that can help you schedule appropriately, prioritize your time well, and make sure that you're plugged in on campus. There are so many resources and ways that you can get involved. So those are my suggestions for acing that online class and feeling confident when you have to take an online only format. Thank you so much for tuning in to another awesome episode. Make sure you come back every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. for more content just like this, and have a great day.